welcome back to Tea Time with T. Hi, I'm Tiara. I want to thank all of you for joining me today. Fun little fact, this is my first Tea Time with T in 5 years. My last posting was on July 3rd, 2021. Wow, that's insane. So if you watched chapter 1 or you're barely joining right now, I want to thank you so much for going along this journey with me. I am extremely nervous as it's been so long since I've been in front of a camera, in front of people. So please be patient with me. I'm probably going to stutter. That's what I do when I get super nervous. It becomes very hard for me to articulate my words and my thoughts. But regardless, I'm super excited to bring this back. So I really want you to grab your favorite mug, because this time we're doing things a little different. I got my new logo, Tea Time with T. My husband helped me design this. I'm gonna take our first cheers. So cheers. I hope you're drinking something fun, light. It's hot as heck outside, so something refreshing. Even if it's not tea, sometimes I like to spike my drinks a little bit, but not today. Anywho, I want you to grab your favorite mug. Like I said, let's spill the tea. Today is chapter 38. I'm back. All right, so I'm going to kind of talk through with all of you where I've been the last 5 years. I know many of you are anxious and excited to hear my story as what happened while I was at Disney, but I will not be sharing that today. So if that is the only reason why you're here, peace out, bye. Anywho, my goal was to discuss that during my next chapter. I don't know if I'm ready quite yet. So we'll see. I'm just going to see what happens, and when I'm ready, you'll know. But the last 5 years have kind of been crazy. Obviously, I went back to work in 2021, so that's the main reason why I stopped filming my Tea Time with Teas. And then work got really bad. My mental health got really bad with that. I've been out of Disney since 2024, April of 2024. Since then, I've had a few jobs here and there. Nothing has really stuck. I don't have a passion for it. Again, for those of you that know me know I'm a very passionate person. I need to love something in order to commit, and I have not been able to do so. But I am working part-time remote, which is great. I get to be home with my girls, Betsy and Rainbow, who are my world, my life, my daughters, my everything. So being able to be home and watching them grow older is such a blessing. I am someone who stops and smells the roses, and I try my hardest not to ever take anything for granted, and I know how special it is to be able to be home with them. And a blessing. Not many people can do that. A lot of people hate their jobs and they still have to push through. Trust me, I get it. I did that for so many years. I am very lucky with Sean. He has been so supportive with me, for us, throughout this entire process of me working on my mental health. As of today, I'm doing so much better than I was even a year ago. Am I 100% healed? No. At times, I think I don't know if I ever will be, to be honest with you, with the trauma I went through. I am very scarred. I'm still triggered by many things. I've done better. I'm not as triggered, but at the same time, there's still a lot of healing to do. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because that's what I do. I'm very honest. I'm transparent. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm very vulnerable. I still have not seen a therapist. After everything, I know, Tara, what the fuck you doing? Trust me, I know. It's not that I don't want to. It's not that I'm scared to. I just haven't made it a priority. I've had a lot of other health shit going on. Stomach problems, ovary problems. I sprained my ankle last year or 2 years ago, however long it's been now. So I've had a lot of other bullshit I've been dealing with that, unfortunately, and I hate to even admit it, my mental health has gone on the back burner. You know, Betsy, for those of you who have been following along with our life, Betsy got diagnosed with 2 mast cell tumors last summer. She's doing okay. She's great. She still eats and drinks and plays with us as much as she can. Unfortunately, we kind of stopped taking her to the vet because we could not afford her surgery bills. but my baby, you would never be able to tell. She's beautiful and she loves us and we adore her. So anyway, it's been a lot going on. But I'm gonna put my drink down real quick, so I'm gonna really spill the tea. The number one reason why I haven't come back to Tea Time with T, and I've had so many of you who watched my previous chapters tell me, Tiara, come back, we loved you doing that, oh my god, it was so great, I listened to this episode, I listened to that episode or that chapter. Let me just kind of give you guys a backstory for those of you that have not seen any of the past 37 chapters. Tea Time with T is all about being open and honest and vulnerable and raw. It doesn't have to be all emotional. It could be happy and cheerful. I've had friends come on my Tea Time with T who talk to me about having C-sections and what that did to her body and what she was told from the doctors and what she did as a woman to push herself to have those C-sections. I had a friend talk to me about Black Lives Matter, being a black male in the world growing up with a predominantly white community, what that was like for him. I had friends talk to me about, one of my biggest one is my friend. She spoke about being a cancer survivor. If you want to go back to her chapter is chapter 35, Cancer Warrior. At the time, she was fighting it and she was doing great. And I remember during the pandemic, I had reached out to her and I asked her, like, hey, I would really love you to be on my Tea Time, because she was such a supporter. She would watch every single chapter, and she reached out to me. Mind you, we weren't like close friends. We didn't hang out. We didn't do any of that. We didn't text each other. Nothing like that. I don't even think we had each other's phone numbers at the time. And she would be like, oh, I love watching your Tea Time. And I said, you know, would you ever be interested in doing this? I would love to have you on. She was a really amazing makeup artist. So I even told her, like, how would you come on and like do makeup or talk about makeup on my podcast? And she was like, I'm too shy. I don't think I'm going to do it. But I'm too shy, but we'll see. I'll let you know. And I'm like, okay, cool. She kind of disappeared for a while. Comes to find out, she was diagnosed with cancer, and she reached out to me and she's like, hey, Tiara, I think I'm ready to do your Tea Time. She's like, I really want to discuss my journey with cancer and what I've done. She was diagnosed with stage 4. And I'd remember, because again, for those of you who know me, I'm very emotional. I feel things harder, stronger than a lot of fucking people do. God, I'm those people who cry and everything on TV, good, bad, sad, happy, whatever it is. I cry really bad. I cry for hours, not just crying and I'm done. Anyway, so I was nervous to have her on because my grandpa passed away with cancer, and you know, so many people around us have cancer, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, fuck, I'm gonna face one of my fears by having her on. Like, okay, this is showing her strength, because she had just told me a few months prior, you know, she didn't feel comfortable doing it. So anyway, long story short, she came on. She was a fighter. She shared her story of fighting through cancer and what that was like for her, and being optimistic, and women's health, because it was ovarian. And I had told her I had been going through ovary pains or women problems for many years now. It's been, God, 5 years since I've been going through it, 6 years since I've been going through my ovary problems, and I still haven't been diagnosed. Anywho, I had kind of talked her through that. She talked on the podcast how she was diagnosed, all of her symptoms, everything she felt and everything she went through, and hearing from the doctors telling her, oh no, it's not hereditary in your family, so you don't have it. There's a blood test you have to do, or that you can't do, to figure out if you have it. Anyway, it was a really empowering, strong chapter. She came back to work, to Disney. She had lost a lot of weight, almost unrecognizable. I remember seeing her in Wishes. It was a building. And I was so excited to see her. I hadn't seen her in person, God, since before the pandemic. I remember being kind of nervous to hug her because she was so fragile. She ended up getting diagnosed with another form of cancer. The cancer had spread. And I hadn't seen her for a while either. I remember being on route one day for a cavalcade or parade or something, and I ran into her again, and once again, she's very small, very thin, very fragile. Just praying for her, hoping for her recovery. Of course, in my mind, I'm like, why the fuck is this happening to her? She was so strong. She was so like optimistic. She was so positive, right? Everyone says you can't be negative. You can't be negative. It's going to kill you. You got to be positive. She was everything that people preach to you about fighting it. I remember I was at work, and my friend Lewis calls me, and I'm at my desk, and I had two like my trainers next to me, and I remember getting the phone call, and I rushed to the quiet room, and my friend Lewis tells me that my friend Yasmin had passed away from cancer. And I just remember crying hysterical, and like crying, angry, screaming, hyperventilating, in shock that she had passed away. It took me years to mourn her loss. I didn't go to her celebration of life. I usually don't go to anyone's because, again, I cry hysterically at anyone's funerals or anything. Even if I don't know the person, I'm crying. But when I think of Tea Time with T, I think of her. I wasn't ready. For years, people have been telling me to do it, and I'm like, I can't. It reminds me of her. Like, she shared her story with me and all of you, and she didn't make it. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is life, you know? But as you can tell, I'm finally ready to talk about it. It has been years, and I think about her often, but I want to honor her, because she was a supporter of this, and she believed in my vision in doing this. And Yasmin, I miss you, and I want to thank you for still guiding me all these years later, and your strength. I know when my sister got diagnosed with breast cancer, it was really, really hard. It's something I never in my wildest dreams ever thought I would ever hear from my sister. We're so close. We're only 14 months apart. So to hear that, but I thought of you along the way. You kind of gave me the strength to be there for her. So I just want to say, Yasmin, I miss you. I love you. Thank you for everything that you shared to all women who watched my Tea Time Chapter 35 Cancer Warrior. Please, 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 females, get checked. Breast cancer. My sister, thank God she got diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer because she went in for her first mammogram, her first one when she turned 40. And they found it. Please get your mammograms. Please go get your pap smears. Check everything. Like, guys, life is so short and scary. Like, take care of yourselves. Anyway, that is the reason why I've been MIA for so long. It has taken me a lot of courage to be back here, to speak on her and honor her, but to move forward. Again, Tea Time is a place where I want all of you to feel safe, but to speak your truth. It's kind of those stories of taboo that most people do not discuss because of society, religion, the way you were raised, whatever it may be. This is your place to do it. Coming up on a few chapters later, I have a friend who lost her husband to cancer, so she's gonna talk on here to discuss like grieving and what she did to what she has done to not overcome, but like to move forward with her grieving process. I told her I am not good with it. I am not familiar with it because thank God I haven't lost too many like family members. I have another friend from Disney who is going to discuss about being abused. I have another friend who's going to talk about adulting, friendships in your adult world, because God, can I tell you about that shit. Let me tell you about how many fucking people I lost when I left Disney. People who I thought were my friends, people I loved with my heart. I would have jumped in front of a bullet for them. Where the hell are these people at? So that one I'm really excited about. You better be ready, okay? She's gonna be having her hoops on. Cholita here, all ready to throw on the gloves. Oh, I'm gonna be so amped up for that one. But again, if you have anything fun, exciting, anything, it doesn't have to be trauma. It doesn't have anything bad. It doesn't have to be anything traumatic. It can be light. I have a friend who's a makeup artist. I would love for him to jump on here. If you watch this, Brandon, I would love for you to be on here. I think it'd be great to have you do makeup, a little makeup seminar. I think it'd be so cute. Anyway, so that's kind of all I'm gonna share with you today. I'm gonna do another cheers because this girl is thirsty. Cheers. I think I'm gonna leave you at that. I want to thank you all again for watching Tea Time with T. I'm so excited to be back. I can't wait to chat with all of you. Sip that tea, spill that tea. Again, this is chapter 38. I am back, bitches. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm really excited. I'm so proud of myself. You guys don't understand how much stress, anxiety. I've been waiting to film this chapter for about a month. And I'm here and I'm so fucking proud of myself. Hell yeah. Kicking ass and taking names. But oh yeah, look how cute my little nails. They match my new mug. Oh, how cute. But I don't know what's coming next. I don't know which chapter is going to be next. So be patient with me. But please stay along for the ride. Please like, share, comment, whatever you can. My goal is to make this thing a legitimate podcast. I want to be the next Keke Palmer because, okay, her podcast is cute as fuck. I am the original Tea Time. So if Raven tries to come at me and say, I have Tea Time, girl, look at the stamping marks. I had Tea Time before you had yours. So, anywho, again, thank you. I'm so excited. Welcome back. Yay, this is going to be great. All the rainbows, all the love, all the emotions, all of the above is welcome. Again, thank you so much for watching Tea Time with T, chapter 38. I'm back.